was around the age of 10 years old. Me and my brother were sharing a bedroom, and we had like bunk beds, and I was on the top bunk, and I woke up during the night, you know, I'm guessing 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that, and all the lights were off in the house, but the street lights were coming in through the window, so the room was quite lit up, so you could see everything in the room. And I kind of looked down to the corner of my desk, where our desk was, in the corner of the room, and there was a man sitting there at the desk, full-bodied man, just sitting there, kind of with his head in his fist, looking up in my kind of direction. But he didn't seem to acknowledge me. He didn't like smile, or, you know, I don't remember him blinking, but he was as solid as me and you are right now. Like he was just there, and he kind of looked like William Shakespeare. When you see a picture of William Shakespeare, that's kind of what this guy looked like. I'm not saying it was William Shakespeare, but that was the look. He had long brown hair, he had like a little beard, he had like this brown old-fashioned suit on, and as a kid, you know, like thinking about this man, it kind of reminded me of William Shakespeare. And I've seen this guy sitting there, and I've just screamed. You know, I'm terrified. You know, I couldn't even get out of the bed to go to my mum and dad's room. I was just stuck watching this dude. And I've called, "Mum, Mum, Mum," and she's come running in. And I'm pointing to the room. I can still see him. He's not moved. He's not changed position. He's there. I'm going, "Mum, there's a man." And I'm pointing to the corner where he is. And my mum's trying to calm me down because she couldn't see him. So she couldn't see this guy. But I could still see him. He wasn't moving. He wasn't, you know, but he was solid like me and you. She's kind of gone over to where he was sitting. I don't know if she's gone through him or anything like that, but she's come back to me, and she's trying to calm me down because I was hysterical. I was very scared, and she's calming me down, but she's saying, "You're staying in your room," because I was always getting up during the night and getting in bed with my mum and dad, and I was 10 years old. They'd had enough of this, you know. And she was saying, "You're staying in your room, lay down, it's okay, you know, nothing's going to hurt you," and all this kind of stuff. And she got quite angry with me, saying, "No, you're staying in your room, lay down." And I just remember going under my covers and just being terrified and just sweating and crying, and it was just a mess. My mum's gone out the room, and I just kept looking, and this guy was just sitting there. He didn't move for the whole night. Like I was just going back under. Yeah, I was going under the cover. I was sweating. I just remember just being so terrified, and just literally just sweating under this bed. And I would just keep looking, and he was still there. He didn't move. Didn't disappear. Somehow, I fell asleep that night. I woke up the next morning. I kind of looked down, and he was gone. I never saw that entity, ghost, spirit, whatever you want to call it. I never saw that man again. Did see other things in that house, but not that particular man. But for me, that experience was undeniable. You know, that he was there, and you could say, you could argue for the skeptic. You could say, my mum didn't see him. You know, so was it in my mind? Was it in my imagination? But I really don't think it was. I really don't, because I feel like if that was my imagination, I feel like I would see more. You know, I'd be seeing stuff like that all the time. You know, and I didn't. That wasn't a common thing for me to see, like a full-bodied apparition.